guys, today we're going to take a look at multiplication. Multiplication tells us that we are going to multiply. It is how many times we're repeating the same number over and over and over again when we're adding. So let me give you an example. If I have a stack of $5 bills and I have, let's say I have five $5 bills. So I could do this one of two ways. I could sit here and I could say 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. So each one needs to be $5 plus $5 plus $5 plus $5 plus $5. Or I could just say $5 times 5. These are both the same thing. Multiplication is a quicker way of doing the addition problem. So either way that I do it, I could have 5 plus 5, that would be 10. 5 plus 5 is 10 plus 5. 10 and 10 is 20 plus 5. Oh, that's 25. Or I could just count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And either way, it is the same. So it would be 25. All right. That means that 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 and 5 times 5 are the same thing. Let's take a look at it another way. We could also say if I have stuffed animals, because there are a lot of them in front of me right now, and each stuffed animal is going to be represented by a star. I'm going to make them, let's make them light green. So stars won't do it. That's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on one shelf, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on another. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on another, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on another. I have 5 shelves that each have 5 stars on them. How many do I have? I have 5 stars, or 5 stuffed animals, times 4 shelves. Or I can always count by 5s for the number of times. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, or 5 times 4, they both equal 20. Okay. If I am talking about a brownie pan that I am sharing with Mrs. Roy, I have a brownie pan over here, and I'm going to cut the brownies to share. Let's see how many brownies I can get out of this to know how I'm going to share them. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns of brownies, and I have 1, 2, 3 rows. I could sit here and count every single brownie, or I could say 6 times 3 equals how many brownies? 6 plus 6 equals 12, plus 6 equals 18. I have 18 brownies. Or I could count them in the pan and say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So check out the division video to see how many brownies Mrs. Roy really gets. But I could do the math problem with a picture. I could do the problem just by multiplying, or I can do it by addition. The fastest way is going to be by multiplication, but you have to work on learning those facts. Let's talk about some tricks and tips. Any number multiplied by 1 is going to be the original number. That means that 1 by 1 equals 1. 1 times 2 equals 2. 12 times 1 equals 12. 0 times any number is always going to be 0. So 0 times 5 equals 0. 0 times 1,257 is still going to equal 0. Any number times 0 is always going to be 0. Any number times 1 is going to be the original number. 1,257 times 1 is still going to equal 1,257. 2 times the number is going to be double. So 2 times 10 equals 20. For this one, you can skip count. Okay, oops. Any number times 5. It's going to end in a 0 or a 5. So 5 times 20 is going to, because 20 ends in a 0, it's going to equal 100. 5 times 7, it's an odd number. Any odd number is going to end in a 5. 9. 9 requires that you use your fingers. So if you are doing, everybody hold your hands up in front of you. Should be able to count from your left hand, the one that makes the L, to your right hand, from your pinky to your thumb, then jump from your thumb to your pinky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I am doing 9 times 1, I'm going to the first finger on my hand, which is my pinky on my left hand. I put that down and I count, and the fingers that are still up, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 1 is 9. Let's put all your fingers back up, put that pinky back up. Try with number 4. You're going to be putting the pointer finger on your left hand down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoop. Now, look at what it is. That's like moving from your tens column to your ones column. Tens, 1, 2, 3. 3 tens is 30. The rest of your fingers are your ones column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 9 times 4 is 36. Anything times 10 is going to be, and anything times 10 is going to end in a 0. And that's going to be the same for any number that's a whole number with the tens. A number in the tens and a 0 in the ones is always going to end in a 0. Okay. The best thing that you can do to help yourself with these numbers is to make a chart. Make a chart and keep it handy. Practice with these numbers, because practice is going to improve your speed at looking at the information. Now, this is not going to be a perfect chart. This is just a quick example of one that could help you until you have them all memorized. But it would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you would just pretend that these lines are the multiplication sign. 1 times 1, any number times 1 is just itself. So that would be 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 4 is 4. And then you would go down the other side and you would have 2 times 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. 2 times 3, 6. And if you fill in a chart, make your own, make it pretty, make it colorful. That will help you as you try to keep track of all of this information, and it will help you to improve your ability to use those facts. So if you do have any questions, let me know. If not, until next time, see you, sayonara, adios.